Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we have something new for you guys because I have just recently joined a brand new draft league. That is the Ball Joey Draft League. Very interesting name. That is actually owned by Brody, who was of course, one of our mods and one of our coaches from the SADL. Um, and they're doing a little off-season event right now, and it is a monotype draft league. So it's very interesting, very cool. I had thought about doing a monotype draft for the SADL. Just never have gotten around to it or haven't really fleshed out the idea fully. But it's really cool to see another league do it, and I wanted to play one just so I had the experience and also support Brody and then maybe use my experience to to do a monotype draft for the SADL in the future. So we are playing. It's very short because there's an off-season event, 6 weeks, with a simple 3-week playoff system. You know how it is. We were fortunate enough to get water because it was using a randomized system, so we got blessed with water. One of the best monotypes in the game. And our week one opponent is ground, so we inherently have an advantage here. So pretty lucky going forward, to say the least. Um, with that being said, our opponent is going to be Caps Lock, who I believe won a season two, one of the divisions in season two of the Ball Joey Draft League, the BJDL, which sounds even funnier to say. This league, very funny names. Either way, so I don't know anything much about them besides that. I assume that they're pretty good. Obviously, if you're winning draft leagues, you have to be pretty decent. So I don't expect it to be a pushover, even with the type advantage. You can see our opponent's team on the right has some uh, pretty good mons, and some counters with the Clodsire and the Nine Tails, which is actually one cool thing. One rule I do want to mention is national decks. Obviously, as you can probably tell by some of the Pokemon that are present, but a really cool thing about this league is that there is something called a mutant captain, which is basically one Pokemon 9 points or lower that is able to Terra into either your type or your opponent's type for the week. So the mutant Ninetales giving my opponent Sun, which is pretty cool. So I do expect them to fully bring that Ninetales, obviously, to help counter the little bit of weather that we have brought. Um, so yeah, the team that we will be bringing this week, though, we're going to be bringing our Choice Scarf Greninja, really good into our opponent's team. Greninja is kind of just a ground killer. Honestly, it gets all three. It attacks all three, types that are super effective against ground. Get stab on them with the Perdian. Surf Ice Beam, pretty cool combo. We're clicking Surf a lot of times. We want to Ice Beam the Clodsire, and then we have Grass Knot there, which is a nice option. Hits Great Tusk Mamoswine, and I believe Ursaluna Blood Moon. I have to check the damage on it. The hardest, actually harder than Surf or Ice Beam does to either of them. And they have a U-turn in our last slot, so we can pivot around a little bit when we need to. Able to run Modest because Greninja is extremely fast. We're much faster than our opponent. Our next Pokemon is going to be our Politoed Motion Man, getting everything started. Pretty simple set here. Weather Ball to get us some boosted water moves with the drizzle that we have. Ice Beam, obviously, that's going to be to hit, you know, Clodsire. And then Scald, so that way we can spread some burns if need be. Also be able to hit water moves outside of Sun. And then we have Encore in that last slot. Basically, if we come in on a Pokemon that we want to be able to pivot out of, something like Gliscor or Clodsire, for example, Encore into something, and we can pivot for free. We're also running a eject button, so you get a free pivot because it turns out Politoed does not learn Baton Pass. I don't know if that's a Gen 9 thing. It's National Dex, so it should have its full move pool. I'm not sure. I don't know if it got removed or if it's never had Baton Pass. It's pretty crazy. So we can't Dry Pass, which sucks. And we also can't hold Damp Rock, which sucks. But I get it. So we're kind of in a stiff there. But I think we'll turn out just fine. Uh, Max HP on our set, so bulky as possible. 112 defense, that's enough to creep Modest, Ursaluna Blood Moon, and then the rest in defense kind of help us out against Pokemon like Great Tusk and Mamoswine, eat a couple hits here and there. Our next Pokemon is going to be our Beartic. This is our mutant cap, so we will see him quite a bit. Obviously, a little bit of Swift Swim abuse. And yeah, Expert Belt hit really hard. Obviously, a great mon that has great coverage. Icicle Crash is going to be our primary damage. Also, the Liquidation, Water Boost, it can't miss. We are Terra Water, so we're going to hit hard with that. And we have Earthquake in the back. Wasn't really sure what other move to put on this Pokemon. I figured it might come in handy at some point, hitting something like Clodsire or Sandy Shocks a little extra hard. Um, Not really sure though, because once we Terra, Liquidation is going to hit those things, or Liquidation is going to hit Sandy Shocks harder. Icicle Crash will probably hit Clodsire harder, but Icicle Crash does have a chance to miss, so hey, the Earthquake might come in handy. I'm not really sure. And then our last slot is going to be Aqua Jet. Uh, just in case we're outside of rain, this mod is a bit slow, obviously, and even in rain, it is a little slow. It's slower than +1 Sandy Shock, which is very unfortunate. But we are faster than +1 Great Tusk, which is what we're out. We're supposed to be outspeeding with our set. Couldn't run Adamant though. My opponent does have a chance to run some boosters and some Ninetales. Plus, Great Tusk like getting a rapid spin off potentially at some point. Getting faster, we want to make sure that we're faster than that. So, yeah, that is the set that will be running on that. And then we will also have a second Swift Swimmer, our Seismitoad, rocking the Assault Vest. Basically, just kind of being a nice little defensive check to Mons like Landorus, Sandy Shocks, and even Ninetales in a pinch. Just eat a hit here and there, be a little bulky with the Assault Vest. Earthquake Liquidation, obviously really good coverage to our opponent's team. Earthquake hitting that Clodsire very hard. Also hitting like Ninetales hard in the sun. Ice Punch in the last slot just to hit Landorus and Gligar a little harder, sorry. And then Power Whip, really just there for Quagsire, honestly. It's going to do a bunch of damage to Quagsire if they decide to bring it because it is a water immunity. I haven't really thought about them possibly bringing double water absorb, but I honestly can see it coming. Um, and yeah, it's very possible that it comes, so we'll have to keep an eye out on that. So we do want to have something that can hit that. And then we have our Ogerpon Wellspring, which is also going to be a phenomenal member on our team. It does really well into our opponent's team, just straight destroys them faster than everything. So we have the Trailblaze to get the +1. Power Whip, mainly to hit the Clodsire and as well as the potential Quagsire. And then Ivy Cudgel, hits pretty much everything else. And we're also rocking Spikes just in case we need those, get some damage up on our opponents. Get some chip, especially like things like Great Sauce, Clodsire, Quagsire, bulkier things. We want to be able to chip those down. And then our last slot, we have a little fun set here. It's a Shukaberry Empoleon. Basically, it's a bait set, I guess you could say. Try to bait in something, maybe kill it or defog. We wanted to have a defogger because we do not want hazards on our side of the field. Um, and we also really don't we don't want toxic spikes for sure. Toxic spikes are really, really bad for our team. Thought about bringing my Pecs that I have drafted as well, just to absorb the spikes. But I decided Empoleon's a little bit better because it can clear all forms of hazards. Um, and I think it'd just be a little bit more annoying, a little more offensive as well, having the Scald Ice Beam, obviously, for our coverage. And then Roost, so we can stay healthy if we get a lucky Roost off, keep ourselves alive throughout the match. And then, of course, Defog in that last spot because of Defog. I believe we're also speed creeping. Yeah, we're creeping Ursaluna Blood Moon as well, modest. Rest in the HP so we're as tanky as possible for the Shukaberry hits, and then throw the rest in the special attack so we can do a little bit of damage. So bringing a little bit of bulk. Unfortunately, the way my team was drafted, you guys will see the rest of my team as we go on. Only have 9 Pokemon, so Primarina, Keldeo, and Pex are the Pokemon that are not being brought this week. Obviously, those mons can be a little, not the greatest. Keldeo doesn't struggles against Clodsire, and then of course Pex being a poison type, so we're kind of lucked out where our team is a kind of ground weak in that regard. We don't have like an immunity. Unfortunately, no Rotom Wash. It got sniped for me at one point. It's a mon that I was eyeing because it's a pretty nice mon. Electric neutral, ground immunity, has access to defog. Unfortunately, that was taken away from us. So we don't have access to that mon. So either way, though, we're gonna make do. Uh, with or without those mons, and we're gonna try to get a win. Like I said, we do have the advantage here, but my opponent has ways to beat us. I honestly can see him bringing a lot of his mons. Great Tusk, Landorus, Sandy Shocks are all really good into us. Mamoswine can be pretty good into us, even with like Freeze Dry, Ninetales, Clodsire, Quagsire, Double Water Absorb will be really annoying for us to deal with as well. So we'll have to play against all of that, or play around all of that, should I say. But yeah, let's get right into this match.
All right, so we do see the double water absorb from my opponent. I honestly wasn't expecting this. It's kind of like he has better mons to bring than the double defensive core, but I do see the Tusk, I do see the Sandy Shock and the Ninetales. Landers are also expected to come as well. Um, as for my lead, I don't know if I want to lead Polytoad. It's good into a lot of the team. My biggest thing is if he leads Ninetales, if he leads Ninetales, I have to play the weather correctly off the bat. Sash, Sandy Shocks is a reality that's very dangerous for me to deal with. I don't know. We do see the Ninetales lead, which is cool as expected. We'll just U-turn here. We do see it switch into a water type, so it takes a decent chunk from that. And I'm going to go out into my Polytoad. We see a fire spin. Interesting. Interesting fire spin play there. I think I just want to ice beam, or do I want to try to get a free switch into? Do I want to just try to get a free switch into slime for life? Get power whip it. Motion Man. That's right, Motion Man. Yeah, funny nicknames. Um, I can ice beam expecting the switch. I wonder if fire spin landing there was better. Oh, you know what? This thing has energy ball. I'm gonna ice beam here. We do eject button out. Um, I'm just gonna go Thugger. We're gonna go Wodrapon, baby. We're gonna put Wodrapon, apply some of that pressure. Um, this is a free power whip. We do see Claude come out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't miss Wodrapon. Don't miss Thugger. Hmm. Is this Scarf? I can't lose Wodrapon this early. Trailblaze there would have been prim. Primo, primo, primo. We'll go Slime. We'll go Slime here. Okay, it's Scarf. I'm pretty sure it's Scarf. Pretty sure it's Scarf. If we would have Trailblaze on that turn, that would have been great. All right, so Ogre Pond's going to put in a lot of work. That Power Whip did a ton. That Power Whip did a ton. Yeah, this thing is most likely Scarf. If I had to guess, it'll be cleanup proof for. Wow. Greninja's looking really good right here. Oh wait, that's the wrong Pokemon. No DT. How much is Clodsire weigh? Is it fat? Whoo! Okay. Well, yeah, we just click grass not a bunch and probably win here. Um, do we have one more turn of rain? If we do, that's great. We see Ninetales come out. Uh, the fire spin tech is crazy. Hmm. part of me just wants to go back out into Motion Man. Because I don't want to lose this earlier. Let's see. Ninetales, Sunsetter, Witherball. Let's see how much Solar Beam does. It should kill. Solar Beam should kill because we're not at full anymore. 74. Wait, that's from no investment. Hold on. I don't know if I want to risk this though. That's from no investment though. What if it's max? 252 should kill. Solar Beam does kill. Okay, so one quick thing to figure out though is figure out its set. Greninja. No, not Battle Bond. Where's my Greninja? 100 bands. Okay, so wait. Oh, this thing is not max HP. Oh, wait. Hold on. Terra. I gotta change my Terra type. Terra Water. Terra. 24, and if it is max HP, we do 27. So that out of that just there doesn't tell me. All right, cool. We'll go Motion Man. We'll see what's happening here. What's crackling? We do see the Fire Spin. It's gonna do some chip. I imagine this thing might have Energy Ball, which is going to be annoying because we just have to. Oh, we see it's toxic. Uh, but basically, we have to fish for. Yeah, this is annoying. My does this thing not have Solar Beam? Hmm. Do you see the toxic come through? Um, Cheeky Freeze, no. I can't let it switch out into something. It'll just stall us out, which is cringe. But I get why my opponent's doing it. It's their best way to deal with Politoed. My play there is always to go no freeze. Yeah. Yeah, so not freezing ever sucks. Um and then we do not die this turn. We definitely preserve this for how many fire spins? We gotta go into something that threatens this. I think we just go Empoleon here. See the fire spin come out, which is annoying. Click Ice Beam, we see the protect. So it is full stall. Okay, cool. Cool. Wow. Okay, so this thing is full stall. That's crazy. That's crazy. We do get the big chop on it. I wonder if we'll see a toxic from this. Um, we'll likely see an earthquake. I'm gonna go into the Seismitoad. All right, cool. Coolio. We'll power whip here. It is Rindo. Listen, click toxic. Okay, see stealth rocks. That's whatever. Um, click power whip again. We do see it is Rindo Berry. So he is. This is full. This is crazy right here. I get play because this thing gets energy ball. So like, or I should get energy ball. I don't know if it still has energy ball. It should have energy ball. So this being like full stall is kind of crazy. It's literally just to beat Politoed. So that's kind of crazy. But yeah, that's annoying actually. Really annoying. It's actually really annoying. Mm. Yeah, 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 yeah. I can't click ice moves either because this thing is water. Ugh, God. I mean, I expected it to be water, you know what I mean? So we do land. We do get a kill on Quag. Mm. We see the Landorus come out. I'm just going to ice punch it here. I wonder if it has Grass Knot. We know it's Scarf. It is Grass Knot. That's unfortunate. All right, well, shit. Oh, it's cringe. That's cringe. But this is a free Grass Knot for Grin, so we'll get to kill something probably. Oh my god, no damage, man. Yeah, because Ninetales probably don't weigh shit. This is crazy. All right, well, we got sack motion, man. Oh, all right. Wow. The full stall. That's crazy, dude. The full stall. I should have read that earlier. I was like, well, he has fire spin, toxic. Like, he has to have energy ball. No, he doesn't. So I can just kind of kill this thing for free. Um, yeah, we go Toad. We die to rocks. We see the fire spin try to come out. Um, yeah, we just go Thugger here. I'm back. All right. Difficult predicament. I think we just click Power Whip though. We do see the Claude come out. Kill. Nice. Trailblaze. I need Trailblaze. I need to Trailblaze. We do see this as Proto Attack. Hmm. Um. Hmm. If it rapid spins, it's not the end of the world. We do see the close combat come out. Good play by my opponent. Okay, hold on. Wow, dude. The stall Ninetales, bro. Like, but part of me is just like, this is super cringe. I can't believe they went with it, but it's working out, so I can't be like too. Um, let's see, because um, power whip does that much. Oh wow. Okay. Cool. Oh, this is so bad because I have to have. I have to trailblaze at some point with Thugger. Oh Jesus. I don't know if I scare it out though, because he could always bait the. All right, that's what we do. We go Grin. We click U-turn. If he plays the U-turn right, yeah, I mean GG. GG to my opponent if he plays the U-turn right. Mm. The double water immunes suck. He basically just threw them away though, which is crazy. It's literally just this. I mean, this is what I expected was going to happen. It was going to be play around the water immunes, and then I was going to have to sack stuff to the offensive mons, and then it just got way too out of hand with the stall Ninetales set. If he reads my U-turn, it's a great play by him though. I wonder if no, he's not Scarf. No, he's not. All right, cool. Oh, nice, 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 nice. All right, cool. Goes away. We can Terra Aqua Jet here, which is great. Yeah, we Terra Water Aquajet here. He doesn't make the read. That's good. That's one less Pokemon that is faster than Ninetales. One less Pokemon faster than Ninetales. If he goes Sun, we just click EQ, and I think we're in a position where Ogerpon might be able to win. Not sure though. Yeah, I think the Ninetales set definitely just blew me away because I was not expecting full blown stall. I was like Fire Spin, cool, Toxic, okay, and then Protect Encore. I'm like, yeah, this is just fucking this is cringe. Because like I said, not like having the Solar Beam is one thing because I do have the rain to deny the Solar Beam, but not having whatchamacallit is crazy. Dude, if we were Terra Ground here, oh my god, I should have been Terra Ground. Okay, we do see this coming out. See the discharge. We live the discharge. All right, cool. Um, we have to go Thugger here. We Trailblaze. If this is double Scarf, and it's just a discharge para or something crazy like that, I mean, I don't know. I guess I just shoot the computer. But we go here. We get our Trailblaze off. Um, Not that we need it. Well, actually, I don't know. If this thing is Scarf and he tries to read the switch here, then yeah, we need it. But yeah, we Trailblaze here. Mm. Trailblaze should kill. It should definitely kill. If I would have Trailblazed earlier on the Landorus switch in, that would have been huge. That would have put us in a really good position. Because my opponent just can't do anything about that. The Scarf Lando, I made a good read on that though. So, but yeah, we'll Trailblaze here for the guaranteed damage. Not getting spikes up at any point. I feel like eh, the chip on Great Tusk would have been good. That's for sure. Yep. Oh my god, it's Rindo. Please no para. Please no para. Please no para. Oh my god, dude. Brother is Rindo everything. Trailblaze here. We're faster. Oh. I did not honestly. This is prep was good. Not gonna lie. Like I said, I don't know anything about him. I was not expecting Rendo berries. I was like, I mean, my team has grass moves, but it's like it's only ogre pond and like I don't know. I actually, actually no, I'll give him more credit there. Power whip. What does the damage calc say? Yeah, power whip has a chance to kill. Are we clicking power whip? In the big 25, we're clicking power whip. Oh, kill. Nice. Nice. All right. We know that he is like kind of offensive. Yeah, power whip had a chance to kill. Um, we haven't missed the power whip. I will say that we are lucky. We have not missed the power whip. Um, we have gotten very lucky. So let's see how much damage power whip does. Power whip kills Trailblaze. This is the max HP set, right? Trailblaze is the how much did Oh no, he can protect stall, right? Grass Knot did 28. So if we get a min roll 67 plus 67 plus 28. It's unlikely. Okay, cool. Uh, I should have. Dude, should I have clicked Power Whip there? Hold on. No way. We die. Bruh. All right. Quick Grass Knot. He protects once. GG. I misplayed. Yeah, that's GG. I misplayed there. Oh, oh. All right, he has to get triple protect. Wow. Oh my god. Wow, dude, this is crazy. Dude, that's crazy. I mean, I think it was going to come down to a miss either way. Wow. 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 Wow, that's crazy, dude. We got super lucky there. Wow. Wow, dude. Honestly, shout out to my opponent though. Shout out to my opponent though. Yeah, no, that Trailblaze was a misplay because he just had to stall. He had to protect for HP. Fire Spin definitely killed though. Wow. Whew. Had me sweating. That game was crazy, honestly. Yeah, 'cause I was thinking Trailblaze was a surefire way. Damn. That Ninetales set. Tell you what, bro, it is cringe. I'm not even gonna front and be like, I mean, it did its job, but it's cringe. Oh my god. Um, yeah, I mean that definitely like everything outside of the Ninetales went how I wanted it pretty much, minus like trying to bait with Empoleon. Um, yeah. Wow, it's crazy that fire's been missed because I didn't miss a single power whip that entire game. Wow. Should I have just Ivy Cutchel? No, no. See, I'm thinking back too because I played really risky around that Sandy Shocks too, going for Trailblaze, but this thing wasn't Scarf, was it? This no, there's no way this thing was Scarf. Scarf Proto. I don't know. I played that really bad to be completely honest. I did get bailed out there. Wow. I'm just sweating because that was a tough match, and I kind of feel bad for my opponent because they played it very well, had good prep. Yeah, like the stuff like the double Rindo Berry was not expecting. I know my opponent, like I expected maybe like one Rindo Berry, not double. Yeah, GG's to my opponent.